Hey everybody, how are you all tonight? What's up? What's down? What's left and right? And any other dimensional directions that I may or may not have missed. How have you all been? Welcome, Top Hat. Oh shit. And a block too tall. There we go. Welcome, one and all. Hey, Rilani. Hey, Void Shadow. Hey, Mosksin. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but sure. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, Shinji. How are you? Doing great. Okay. Nearly asleep. Well, I hope I can help put you to sleep. I don't know. I've been told I've got a good calming, soothing voice, that sort of thing. So who knows? Maybe I can aid in the soothing department. Hey, Kyojin. Hey, Edmund-chan. Who have I not? Oh, hey, Exotic Slugs. Okay, I think that's everybody. Oh, hey, Hade? Welcome. Hey, Mike. Hex editing. No, not literal hex editing. I'm going to be editing the bits of the area that require, you know, that hexagon shape that I talked about. You'll understand when I get there. Brother used to go on there and see what characters he could meet. X-Turtle. Oh wait, no. X-Turtle made a bit of... What? Huh. Omegle. That's what you were referring to. Yeah. Omegle used to be trolled a lot by 4chaners on B. It was really kind of cringe because like a lot of people go on there to be try-hard idiots and other things of that. No, not actual hex editing, Riolani. You ought to know I don't do that. Hod? Or is it... no, Hade. My bad. It is Hade. Okay, good. Glad I got it right. Well, welcome. You've been scammed now, like when you migrate your account, you'd be back. Oh, you mean you're migrating your account? I see what you mean. Used to do real hex editing. Uh-huh. Good to be here, okay. When you were like 11 to 12, Jesus. I couldn't wrap my head around that shit, let alone see myself doing it at 11 or 12. Years of age. What games or things did you hex edit, Mike? And Ani? He said some people had that as a passion way back when. I don't know. You on Omegle today? It's like 70% perverts, 10% people who face cam, 10% trolls, 2% normies. Yeah, Omega has a bad reputation now. So of course it's not going to attract like normies to it. Nobody wants to be on there. It's really kind of silly. Whoops. It's just silly. I don't know. It's the whole reason you have a Discord. Huh. Last hour was fun talking with JGDB on Discord about old music. Oh, that's who you were referring to. Was Omega ever normal? No. Omega was always kind of like a weird social experiment, and I don't think it ever really like attained any level of coolness. You know what I mean? It was always kind of weird. Like people would always approach it with the mindset of, yeah, this is a very messed up place to be. You know. Don't get your feelings hurt, although some idiots would. I don't know. I thought Tiny Chat, way back in the day, when I first joined 2B2T, Tiny Chat was used by a few people just for like random hangouts and stuff, and I joined one time. Had no clue who anyone was, obviously. This was like early 2012. I was like on my second Exodus out of spawn, I want to say. And like, yeah, it was just... It was just weird. It was just like... Everybody was trying to screw with each other, even though Tiny Chat isn't really used for that. But they treated it like it was Omegle. And so it kind of put the idea in my head that Tiny Chat is like Omegle, but that ended up being wrong. And then funny enough, a few years later, we would all end up using Tiny Chat as a sort of precursor to Discord. Although obviously we were still using Skype at that time too. It was weird. It was just really weird. Did I use Ventrilo? No, I never was into Vent. I know that was used with like World of Warcraft and a few other games of that nature. Just, it never appealed to me back then. I didn't like get the attraction. I didn't understand what people saw in the platform, so I was just like, well, I don't really care. And then next thing I know, it's, you know, it's caught on big time and I hear about it everywhere, and then it dies off. And Skype had ended up replacing it. And I was like, okay, whatever. One less application I would have to learn. Is there a way to make a negative item into infinity? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's possible. I'm fairly certain they've patched those types of things. Was it warm in the US today? We had like 37. Damn, yeah, it was... It's 84 right now. It probably got up to like 92 today. Which is about close to 37. Sorry, I ask, any comments on Backstreet Boys griefing a Dawn Fear base? No. I have no idea about the Backstreet Boys or Dawn Fear, so I don't really have a... I don't have a dog in that fight. Now then, can I sleep? It's a little dark and you're sorry for your robot English. Oh, don't worry. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more stone here shortly anyway. Whoosh. Owie. Also, the rain is not doing any favors. There we go. Oh, I forgot to let Ellie sleep, or Dallas sleep on top of me. Cats don't give you items if they're perched on top of you like that. Oh, and that reminds me, 32 render distance is too high. Oh, I don't have any stone cooked up. Okay. Let's mine up over here. This'll work. I only need like, I don't know, as many bits as I can get here, I guess. Oh, F3 plus B. Let me turn on the item entity hitbox. That's such a useful feature. I'm so glad I can do this. It's hard to like live Minecraft without this ability. Or to live in Minecraft. You know what I mean. I would miss this if this got patched out. I think there was a little bit of talk once, a long time ago, about them maybe shutting you out of the debug screen. Of course, I think that was kind of poo-pooed. They didn't want that happening because too many people get too much valuable info from the debug screen. Am I left-handed IRL? Why did I pick up the left? Oh, Shinji? Is it Shinji? HEX? I don't know. Oh man, I've answered that one a billion times. But whatever, I'll answer it one more time. So, back in 1.9, when the offhand was added to the game, I got used to using the left hand because it didn't block things the way that it would in the right hand. It had something to do with the client that I was using at that time. It looked weird, basically. And so I swapped the offhands from the left to the right, and vice versa. So the offhand is now my right, and the main hand is now my left. And that basically fixed the issue. Well, of course, several years have since passed, and I don't use that hack client anymore, haven't in years. It never got updated past 1.11. And I just sort of kept sticking with the left hand because now I can't use the right hand as my main hand. It feels weird. I'm so stuck in my ways, I can't really, like, do that. And as for 2B2T things, like, am I going to join 2B2T? Do I have an opinion on the latest controversy on 2B2T? The answers are generally no. I don't know anything, or hardly anything, other than what little rumors reach my ear. I know about very few groups now, because I haven't kept track of who's who. I saw that Fast Vincent video, by the way, about the destruction of... destruction, the revival, the destruction, the revival, and the revival, and then the destruction of the revival of the Valley of Wheat. It was a very moving, you know, epic tale of betrayal and general new player dumb. I think every new player at one point, back in the old days, it was, I want to rebuild Spawn. And then at some point, that kind of stopped being a thing people would dream about. It was always like, yeah, let's go back to Spawn and plant trees and grass and make it a paradise again. And there was always just like this general ignorance about a statement like that. Like you're so special, you're going to manage to pull that off, or something. Very silly, very shallow-minded sorts of thoughts, and it was funny. And yeah, it never happened. They could never rebuild Spawn. No. Nobody has ever succeeded at that. And at some point, I guess after like the Russia War really calmed down, people got the idea that you know, the Valley of Wheat is for some reason a special location. Just because it was special to us way back when doesn't necessarily mean it should be special to a new player. But in all fairness, lots of new players got their start because of something they found at the Valley of Wheat or whatever. So, you know, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's a little silly how worship the Valley of Wheat ended up being. But hey, I can't really change people's minds or anything like that. Just sort of is what it is, I guess. And so yeah, you've now got the idea shifting from, hey, let's rebuild Spawn, to, hey, let's rebuild the Valley of Wheat. So I gotta wonder what will be the thing that replaces the, hey, let's rebuild the Valley of Wheat mentality. Because, like, Spawn is kind of iconic now. But so is the ruined Valley of Wheat, so I don't know. Duration 3 fireworks? No, I don't. That's a waste of gunpowder. I played on 2B2T, I know, right, Ani? Stuff about 2B2T you already knew that since you would have subbed to you since Sal C1 video. Ah. Sorry, gotta go. Okay, take care, Haxed. It is Vapid. The Vapid client. Yes, it was. I said your name correct. Okay, good. Oh, hey, Meaver. You'll be watching stream while you base hunt, suppose? Sleep. Okay. Ooh, happy base hunting. Hope you find something nice. Okay, I think I caught up to everybody. Uber Slug Cake. Who's, what brought up Uber Slug Cake? Is he in here? Two boys, two bikes. No, it would be two boys, two trikes. Two builders, two tools. You know, 2B2T. It's gotta fit the mold, man. If not, it's not gonna be nearly as cool. Valley of Wheat is just a giant crater at this point. Well, actually, they lined the bottom of it with obsidian now, and they've been using schematics of like really old world downloads of the place to try and rebuild it. So they were able to coat the underlayer with obsidian, and shockingly, they were able to remove a ton of the lava casts, which allowed them to place a little bit of, you know, smattering of dirt here and there to kind of make it look like a semblance of its old self. Though they've rebuilt a lot of it using obsidian instead of like cobblestone in places. So it now no longer looks like, you know, the cobblestone netherrack sandy hell that it used to. It's actually kind of nice looking, not gonna lie. One thing for certain, Jang is a good architect in the Valley of Wheat. He was alright. I think he was really just like, he didn't really give too much of a shit about any of it. I don't know. Jang was a weird character. Nobody really knew too much about him on a personal level. So maybe I shouldn't, like, make assessments of his character from having literally seen him in game once. Because I only ever saw him once. I want to say I went back to the Valley of Wheat in 2014 sometime. I forget why. I remember meeting XCC2 and getting donkeys from his donkey pyramid there. And then he mentioned that he was helping Jang, and that was all he was doing. Little did we know that there would be a lot of explosive happenings a little bit later. At some point, we would go on to destroy Ormonger's base. Music's too loud, okay. Let me dial that. There we go. How's that? A little better? Jang briefly talked, didn't he? He barely talked. He would never say hardly anything. 2K is within the radius of spawn, yeah. Well, actually, I'm sure it's more than 2K. And to use the bucket. Hey, Orion, how are you? Drop that base, yep. Yeah, it's a little loud. Okay, is it better now? It's going alright, Orion. Let's rebuild Space Falcon 3. Oh my god, there are going to be people who do that, aren't there? I had the music all the way up, so... in OBS, so that may have been why. Oh, he died. Oh no. Anyway. I hate when they spawn outside the little containment area I have for them. Doing good, just going in for the night. Ah, okay. But yeah, there are probably going to be people who try rebuilding Space Falcon 3. There have been plenty who've tried rebuilding 1 to mixed results. I feel like to rebuild 1, you would have to shut down the end again, somehow. You'll be going to sleep, so good night. Okay, take care, Shinji. What about this music? It's jazz, you swear, not Rickroll. What? The music I'm currently playing, or something else? But yeah, is the music volume alright now? It's so hard getting some of these songs that I download from the DOVA-Syndrome people. It's so hard getting them to be like just right. Because they, it's good, yeah, because they all, like, make their own songs at different volumes. And so not every song is inherently as loud as others. Because, like, I have my headphones in right now, and this song is, like, barely audible. I bumped it up a little, even. So, I don't know. It's just... it's weird. I guess I'm gonna perpetually have to struggle with that. How to enter 2B2T's end? It's still through the public portal system? Yeah, I'm sure it is. But that's what I'm saying. If you wanted to rebuild Space Valk 2, 1, 2, or 3 on 2B2T, if you were enough of a madman to try and do that, you would have to either waterlog the entire place so that it is nigh impossible to destroy, which I've heard that there are people trying to water cube a ton of places like that, so maybe they'll succeed, maybe they won't. But you would also have to shut down the end for a while, you know, destroy the public portals after getting all your materials into the end. Because if you don't destroy the portals, then you're just going to have an ass ton of people flood in once someone gets wind of, because these are famous places now, there are going to be tourists and looky-loos who go there to be tourists and looky-loos, and immediately they're going to notice, oh, well, this place is being rebuilt. Wow, I better tell everyone under the sun. And at which point your progress is going to immediately be destroyed, and you're not going to be able to get anything meaningful done. And it's just like, well, shit. You had to move your garage sensors to the garage. Oh, in the garage, my bad. Was it triggering something? Was it not allowing you to close your garage door? Hey, that's all of it. Hell yeah. Valkyrie ends because of a doll or something. You don't know the details. Well, it was a little more complicated than that. It was because of a doll we abandoned the place. That was why that place had to end. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a little more red nether brick detailing on the tops here. Adal basically made it impossible to continue living there because his dumbass made videos and stuff about it when he shouldn't have. And we asked him not to, and he did it anyway. Nope, that ain't it. It's amazing how many people, predominantly Turkish people, I don't know if their experience in speaking English is just poor or what, but there are a lot of people who are fans of Adal who basically have no clue about how he fucked us over or about like the entire nature of the drama. They heard a handful of things. And then some of them even have the gall to get mad at me for being like, Adal was trying to help you, Adal was blah, 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 and it's just not even slightly correct. And it's just like, damn, you are just an ignorant son of a bitch. And it's just like, I get why they don't know. Like, it's really not their fault that they don't know. But it's just silly at this point. Okay, I think I'm gonna make do with this. This should give me a little bit of design. So yeah, it's sad. For whatever reason, they idolize Dogu Kanadal, or whatever the fuck his name is. And, like, I get it. People idolize Fit for probably the same reason. Charming personality, can somewhat easily catch your attention, knows how to weave words together, isn't a complete moron, knows how to play people, knows how to play the YouTube or streaming game. And, like, yeah, those types can be really charming, but like, there are a lot of things that Fit did that you're, especially if you're a fan, or you're, like you're one of the people who hangs on Fit's every word, and I just happened step into Fitz, one of his live streams two weeks ago, I think it was. And just like the amount of sheer, unabashed love, like everyone likes Fit, that's in his live streams. It's like, wow, how can you be that brainwashed? But they are. They are. So hey, it's whatever. I mean, I can't help anything about that. But yeah, so like I get that there's a bit of a cult of personality around some streamers and some internet figures. I get why. It's very easy to inadvertently form such a I guess cult of personality is really like the best way to describe it. There's just, it's so easy to inadvertently do that. And next thing you know, you have a legion of adoring fans who hang on your every word, and they're only going to get your side of the story and no one else's. And so yeah, you've got a bunch of angry Turkish people who will occasionally comment on my vids and be all like, why do you not like Dogu Kanadal? And I'm like, why the fuck do you... And then I have to remind myself, yeah, like, they genuinely are that ignorant. You can't really hold it against them. They only have heard one side of the story. And it's infuriating, but there's very little you can do about it. I'm sure there are quite a few younger people who are just like that with Fit. They take everything that he says purely at face value, all the stories, all the videos, all of it. It's exactly as Fit said it was. And is anything, like, put aside whatever feelings you may have for Fit himself, is anything in life truly cut and dry that... Oh, shit. Is anything in life truly as straightforward as it is exactly as I was told it was? Nah. Probably not. There's almost always 3 or 4 sides to any one story. That's really just human nature. So yeah, I don't know. You heard Pop Bob is misunderstood? No, Pop Bob is not a misunderstood monster. Pop Bob is just a monster. There's nothing misunderstood about him. He wants you to believe he's misunderstood. Because that's how people like him thrive. They thrive on the ignorance and kindness of others. They enjoy taking advantage of that. Whoa. Oh, that was an arrow. I thought that was a block. He is the hero, Brian, of 2v22. No, I don't think so. No, I do not think so. You don't mind Fit, but you can't trust everything he says. Exactly. You can't trust everything anyone says. You can trust, on average, if that person is relatively a good person and tries to do the right thing most of the time, you can trust 70 or 80% of what they say, on average. Just because they're not actively out to deceive anyone. Now, they're human. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to get it wrong. There are going to be times where they slip up, be it intentionally or not. That's just human nature. There's nothing you can do about it. But most of these people are at least worthy of the benefit of the doubt. And I would argue that once upon a time, Fit was worthy of the benefit of the doubt, too. But, like, I don't know, anymore? It's a little iffy. I would kind of like to just have Fit go on to some other thing. Become the face of some other anarchy server, the face of some other server just in general. Not really an anarchy server. Just any other thing at all. Not be the bearded hobo that tells you about the oldest anarchy server in Minceraft. You would have liked to have played it when we did? Yeah. We would probably have loved to have had you there, Orion. Maybe. I can't guarantee that. There have been a lot of people who would have hated on you. But it would have been nice to, show. Oh, Oh, hey, Lucas, how are you? Yeah, that's what Fit wants you to believe. Well, maybe, I don't know. But he kind of tends to speak 2B2T experience from his perspective dramatic, though, instead of accuracy. Yeah, exactly. He is first and foremost entertainment, and he knows it. Oh, man. Fit is doing something really smart like the people of 0F when he is hunting close to spawn and overreacting to every single crafting table. Yeah, I know. Did the Fit fams recognize me? No, I didn't say anything. I was just quietly observing. What's this song's name? I don't know. I didn't know who Adal was till I said he was a Turkish streamer. Yeah, he was the guy from Turkey. And it wasn't just him, it was like Adal and 3 or 4 of his friends. And they all showed up at once. And they all immediately tried to make it seem like they owned the place. Because they were... the first thing they did was they tried to leverage the coords on the Reddit for money. They tried to sell the coordinates of the second site on Reddit. These people are total newbies. Nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows they're famous Turkish streamers. Nobody knows any of that. They're just like, yeah, we're new here. We're going to sell this supposed Space Valkyria 4 base. Yeah, we're just going to sell its coordinates on the Reddit. That was the first thing they thought of. Like, Jesus. That's... Honestly, that is a very low blow. Very scumbag sort of thing to do. Like, I get destroying something. I get stealing a stash. I've done all of those things myself. I will be the first to tell you, I have robbed from the poor, I have robbed from the rich, and given to myself. I have destroyed bases for no reason other than that they were there. Okay, I've done a lot of that. I apologize for none of it. Whoops. But I have never, ever sold the coordinates of anywhere for any reason, for any money, any clout, any of that bullshit. I have bargained for things. I've tried to leverage deals. Usually those are deals for items. Or access to, you know, some place or something like that. But I've never once made it my mission to buy and sell bullshit on 2B2T. That, in my opinion, goes against what 2B2T stands for. Which is the anarchy of everything is transient. Everything is destroyable. Everything ends. And I can't get behind that. There's just something about selling items that just feels wrong to me. It's just not cool. And I know there are lots of people, lots of merchants, lots of discords that have opened up and dedicated themselves to selling items and have made lots and lots of money. Lots of controversy, of course, surrounds these places. Blah, 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 yada, yada. At the end of the day, that ain't my thing. I ain't about that life. I can't get behind that. Oops. It just feels wrong to do that. And at some point, I guess it had to have been... Yeah, I guess it was post-Russia. I don't really recall people doing this pre-Russia. Selling stashes and bases for money was not a thing people did way back in the day. Mostly because people would laugh you out of the fucking server if you did it. Because the idea of selling an item, no matter how precious that item, was laughable. Because items were, at the end of the day, just items. I guess that's a kind of Zoomer mentality. That's just sort of... It took over everything. Like, it absolutely took over everything. And to be fair, yeah, the server is inundated with Zoomers, so is that any wonder? Ah, well, what can you do? Would you have been despised on the old 2B2T? At first, but only because everybody gets despised at first. If you stick around and you're a cool guy and people know it, and you're generally an interesting person, over time, people would have gotten to know you, and it would have taken a good 2 or so years, because it took everybody a good 2 or so years to really come out of our shells, so to speak, and start being, like, congenial to one another. It took a hot minute. It really did. But I'm pretty sure you would eventually been one of the types that would have gotten invited to bases. People would have wanted to know your opinion, or would have, you know, wanted to include you. Eventually that would have happened. Just so long as you're not, you know, a suck-up, or the type of person who readily stabs others in the back. Cautiously optimistic, you know. I think you would have been alright. Because you're a pretty cool guy, Top Hat. I'm not gonna lie. That said, it would have been a hard, maybe, I don't know, a hard transition. Because some people did not do well their first year or two on 2B2T, because it was, the mentality was just so alien to them of fuck new players, fuck everybody who's not me, ruin and destroy everything. That was not something your average player could really get behind for a while. Whoops. Oh, fuck. Ow. A bit of it touched my windpipe. God damn it, that hurts. I'm alright, don't worry. I guess that's what I get for trying to breathe. And drink. No, I'm not dying, it's okay. Jack dies in hardcore? No. Or IRL hardcore. Yeah, I guess IRL is hardcore then. Now I'm getting all the excess phlegm out of my throat. Anyway, why don't I do the building with robots? That kind of destroys the fun, you know? Yes, this is the hardcore citadel of autism. Did I cheat? What do you mean? Just don't breathe, that's the best. If IRL is hardcore, then you definitely have experience in cheating death. Yeah, I think most people do. I mean, if you live long enough, you will have a near-death experience. Damn it, why did that have to fly out? The fucking item physics system, I hate it. Make items fly toward me, Mojang. Not away. Not in some weird, crazy, unpredictable direction. You have backup worlds in that admin, yeah. Wonder if what that player would... Huh? How'd I get so good at building mega bases? Oh, Gosh. It's just a matter of getting lots of smaller repetitious patterns and then just building on them. You don't have to, like, overthink it, you know? Follow this BuzzFeed quiz and we'll tell you what kind of 2B2T player you are. Oh my god, is there a BuzzFeed quiz for that yet? There ought to be. In like an ironic fashion. I would love to see that. Hell, I would take that quiz on stream. Just for the lulz. That would be a really, really funny, yet really stupid quiz. I would love that. Now, but for real, Jack, what 2B2 players do you think resemble the most? Oh, you resemble the most. I don't know you well enough, Riolani. I'm gonna be real with you. I only know you in passing. I don't know you as a person. Because, like, you gotta understand, I've met... Or, well, I haven't met. Not like in that fashion, but like I got to talk with and see a lot of the players in chat for years. And I've not even known you 1 full year. So it's really not fair to you to put you on that level. Like, I really couldn't give you a good answer. Like, I would have to know you a little better. I would have to play with you in Minecraft. There would also have to be no clout involved or any sort of, like, I don't know. There'd have to be no stakes. Like, we would almost have to start over and I not know who you are at all and you not know who I am. That's basically the best way for me to get an indicator as to what 2B2T player you are. Because, see, that's what would, like, make me really incredulous about a BuzzFeed quiz like that. What 2B2T player are you? Because, like, there's so much to people. There's so many layers to all the players on 2B2T. Like, there were so many people who did some of the most off-the-wall shit. Who had some of the weirdest yet interesting reasons for why they did the things they did. And they were interesting to get to know. But, like, I don't know you well enough to be able to infer stuff like that. I saw you were a hacker or someone else, but you were just a very nice person. Oh, well, thank you, Kyojin. So, yeah, I don't know. I can't really give you a good answer. How big should a mega base be? Oh, man. Well, in my opinion, if it isn't stretching to the build limits, it's not a mega base. Because this tower is going to go all the way up to the build height, and it starts all the way down above bedrock. So, like, it goes to all the extremes that it can go to. So that right there is one good qualifier for what makes a mega base a mega base. If you're pushing the extremes in any way that you can. For example, I wouldn't necessarily qualify Space Valk 1 as a mega base. It's close, but it's not quite the same. Three would be a mega base. 2 was getting there, but it was destroyed before it could really get to that point. I guess Space Valk 3 is the only one that really made it to mega base status. So yeah, something like that. Okay. I'm gonna fill my inventory up with stairs, walls, and 2 more sets of slabs. Okay. Oh, I forgot I had that. Probably gonna need this. There we go. That'll work. So yeah, you would like to play, but you're on Xbox. Oof. You're stuck on the Bedrock version of the game, huh? Well, that's just how it is. You'll have to figure out how to get yourself onto a better version of the game. Sumila Dumila, I'm assuming I'm human. What I gotta get? What? What on earth are you saying, Clips? Forcing yourself to stay off regularly using it for 4 years. Ah, okay. Even though you've not been motivated in a while, you're working on a planet, if that's considered a base. Yeah, that's pretty good. A planet would be nice. So when they raised the build height, they should have upped it in all... Yes, they should have. Oh yeah, you want to clarify. Space Valk 1 and 2 is destroyed by the Tyranny, and Space Valk 3 by the Turkish streamer? Well, yes and no. They didn't grief. They just exposed the coordinates and let everybody know that it existed. Which was basically just as good. I told them when they found out that we were the ones who built the place, because they very quickly tried to retract everything. And then they tried to pretend that they didn't do anything bad, which of course was, you know, wrong. And they tried to make it seem as though, you know, everything was okay. And I told them, wait 6 to 8 months and I might be able to go back once the heat has died down. And from that point onward, people went out and found, you know, the Space Valk 3 that they mentioned. Because when they posted it on the Reddit, it was kind of unavoidable. They deleted their threads, but it was already too late. The damage was done. They didn't hang around to try and find out who built the place or why. They didn't do any of that. They were just like, yeah, let's make a thread on the Reddit and sell this place to the highest bidder. And the threads they made on the Reddit, they said something to the effect of, yeah, we found another Space Valk 3 replica near the site that the Tyranny destroyed about a year earlier. And it was like, Jesus, you just gave everybody, you know, the rough area where it is. Like, you've just doomed it. And by then it was too late. And then eventually people kept, you know, because it circulated in rumor, people kept going there and figured out that it was, you know, there were horses tamed by Alpha Computer there, which of course was a dead giveaway. There was no explaining that, basically. And from that point forward, it ended up in Baron Dome's hands, and that was it. The place was doomed. And if the Turks had just kept their fucking mouth shut, it wouldn't have happened. Everything would have been okay. But no, they couldn't help but post about it on the Reddit. And so that's what killed Space Valk 3. They gave away too much info. Ah well. Who was worse, Woodrow Wilson or James Buchanan or Andrew Johnson? I don't fucking know, Top Hat. You just think of a hacker when anyone says 2B2T. Well, you're not entirely wrong, but like, what even is a hacker? Like, can you define that? Because using community-made tools to take advantage of the flaws of the game, does that make me a hacker? Or does that make me a skid? Because see, I bet you don't even know what a skid is. Like, the fact that people on 2B2T are referred to as hackers, with the exception of a handful of them, is just laughably bad. Most people on 2B2T are skids. You're using other people's stuff. You're not making your own tools, in other words. So it's easy to say, you know, oh, well, hackers go there, woo! But all that does is just show how immature and little you actually know. How immature your mindset is. How much more wild and varied the world actually is. Oh no, she wants out now. Ellie, hush. If you has that client, if you used a hacked client, life in 2B2T will be easier. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't it mean script kitty? Yes, it does. Not kitty, kiddie. A kitty, aka a kid. A child who utilizes the tools of others and has the gall to think they've accomplished anything. That's what a skid is. Cat. 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 Yes, I have a cat and she is mad that I've not let her out. She is, for those of you who've not been here, she is a demanding little kitty. Wouldn't be a Jack stream without the cat's intervention. Nope. Oh no. I'm not doing what she wants fast enough. Okay. She can have the most pathetic sounding whine out of any cat I've ever known. And then just be the most demanding thing I've ever heard. There we go. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna temporarily put the there we go. I'm gonna temporarily put the red nether brick thing on hold. I want to get a good look at this from a distance just to see how it ends up shaping up, because this is going to be right under the lip of the next level, and I'm just curious to see how that will appear. It's not bad. I don't know. God dang, I think it's going to be 3 more years till you see any of those guys again. Yep. Well, I'm glad you're trying to detox or whatever. You're Turkish. He is not posting videos about 2B2T. Oh, so you're Turkish, Kyojin. Ah, okay. Okay. Time to... I guess it'll have to be stone, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. You may leave. Go. Go, Princess. Princess Fuzzy Bottom has left the building. Princess Fuzzy Bottom gets what she wants. When it is convenient. Anyway, I'm gonna make the initial hexagon pattern out of stone. Not to keep it that way, just as a sort of... This is an easy to gather block that can just be used for outlining and stuff. Oh, so Dogu Kanadal doesn't post about 2B2T anymore, is what you're saying, Kyojin. I'm interested. Kyojin, do you know what your name means in Japanese? It means giant. Speaking of Detox, when is Dr. Dre releasing his album? Men haba Kyojin? What? You mean Men Hera? Oh well. Saw this troglodyte on Halo who said COD was better than Halo, and Dream was the best Minecraft YouTuber. Let's just say I put him in his place for his heretical and unacceptable views. Damn. I mean, Top Hat. I didn't know you bullied 5-year-olds. Dude, have a little, little restraint when it comes to bullying children. Putting children in their place is one thing, but like, God, just like, hold back on the next one. What got me interested in learning Japanese? I mean, I've always loved anime and manga. Specifically manga. And I just wanted to be able to read more stuff than what is available in English. And let me tell you, there is a world of manga that you could spend several lifetimes trying to read through everything. And you may still never get through all of it. And you could spend a lifetime reading all of that, and if you don't know how to read Japanese, you're not reading any of it. Because none of it's translated in the slightest. And so your ability to get a hold of any of this media is severely limited based on your literacy. Well, obviously, if you want to read anything, you got to know grammar, you got to know vocabulary, you got to know dialects, you got to know all of that. And so, yeah, that's what got me started. I was trying to do it on my own when I was 17. That's when I started trying to teach myself how to read and write Japanese. And I was, how many people have you met that have actually succeeded at teaching themselves Japanese all on their own? I guarantee you can count them all on one hand or no hands. Most people who start out never succeed. And I was definitely one of them. I never succeeded at teaching myself Japanese. And so fast forward to well over 12 years later, I was having to take a foreign language for a bachelor's that I was going for. And I had to have a foreign language, and I was like, okay, well, what's of the languages my college offers, what is good that I'd actually care to take? Because I don't want to do French or Spanish or German or Russian or any of that other dumb bullshit that I will literally never use. You could maybe make an argument, well, yeah, you could probably use Spanish, and I'm like, yeah, you probably could, but I still don't want to. Like, I don't care to learn something that I don't care to learn. So what's a language that I care to learn because I know I can use it more readily than I could have ever Spanish, French, German, etc., etc. All the Romance languages. You could maybe make an argument for Chinese. You probably would use Chinese at some point, especially with how prominent China seems to be. But at the same time, like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I chose Japanese because it's something I actually have an affinity for, and that I don't mind learning. I enjoy it. It's hard, but it's an interesting challenge, and I can make it work from there. So why not? Damn it, where did I put all my paper? Or did I sell all of that paper? I think I'm gonna have to make rockets the hard way. How did he end up outside the killing field? I'll have to punish him to death. Come at me, bro. But make sure you come at me way over here. Jack, by the way, do I have any favorite anime? Yes, the Monogatari series is one of them. Another fabulous anime was Cowboy Bebop. You just killed him a lot and he got mad and cursed you out. Uh-huh. Typical stuff. He was a single digit. Yeah. Probably. That's how that type often is. They are literal children who do not understand the world. And you can't fault them. Because, you know, you were probably not too much better yourself when you were about that age. You were equally as impressionable, easily manipulated, easily fooled. Like, that's just life. Sadly, no one is immune. I'm just gonna put that in there for now. I'll get back to it. Haha! Killed it. Oh, shit. Alright, exactly enough stone. Well, almost. There's the Germanic language, English, German, Dutch, Swedish. Yeah. European languages are different in groups. Yeah. But I basically felt that there was no value in any of that to me, personally. And so, you know, I picked something I was gonna... I didn't want to get buyer's remorse, basically. Giant? Yes, giant, as in a giant person or a giant creature. Kyojin. Usually it's a humanoid creature. Or something... Well, a big person. You know, like a mythological giant. That's pretty well what it stands for. Hell, I can even write it right now. Like that. That's how you say it. Or that's how you write it, I mean. And it's pronounced Kyojin. Anyone here a fan of a certain Attack on Titan? Well, the word Titan in the name Attack on Titan is Kyojin. What am I building, can I ask you? Oh, yeah. I'm building this giant hexagonal shape. It's a hexagon. A six-sided object. Haha, I landed on it. Perfect. Okay. Let's... There we go. So, I don't have it available for you guys to see. I don't think I'm gonna need to. So I'm looking at the MS Paint thing now, pretty much. And so I'm gonna sort of mark off how many layers I need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 sets of 2 blocks. So I'm going to go in, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then a set of 1. A singular block here. Okay. And then after that, it's a set of 9. Interesting, okay. So after this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets of 2, punctuated by a singular block right here. And so after 9 sets of 2, we have 10 sets of 2 again. The man who made Space Valkyrie is watching anime. Interesting. I've watched anime since I was literally like 8 or 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Followed by another 1. Anyway, so yeah, I watched anime back when it started really kind of getting popular in the 90s. I can remember watching Samurai Pizza Cats and Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z, funny enough, in like 96, 97. That's around the time those shows started getting popular. Okay, so it's another 9 sets of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Punctuated by a 1. Here we go. So yeah, it was an interesting time back in the early to mid 90s when anime was basically just cartoons for kids. And like adults just didn't know better. Okay, so now we have 11 sets of 2. And so like it was very sort of funny hearing like certain shows would deal with like themes that were obviously not meant for kids. And I'll never forget, I was watching Slayers in this was many years later in the 2000s, and I was watching Slayers and it was airing on television. It was the first time I'd ever seen Slayers. It was really cool. And one of the main characters got trapped. She was being pursued by some bad guys, and she went to she got trapped at like a lake or a forest, and she was like, "Oh hell, I'm trapped." And my dad walked in and was like, "Oh my god, cartoons shouldn't be saying that." And I just couldn't help but laugh. It was so silly. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now this is where it turns 120 degrees and goes straight that way. So yeah, it was just like a night and day difference, because like cartoons were for children. For the longest time, that was how that was seen by specifically the boomers. The boomers were like, yeah, cartoons are for kids. They never really thought any different. 127, okay. Okay, so from here to here, it's 127. So this much. So yeah, it was just silly. You watched all that stuff too, Orion. Yeah, those were the days, weren't they? you think there's so many hidden gems, untranslated mangas considering anime? Oh, there are thousands of hidden gems. Are you kidding me? There's just so much out there that cannot be properly quantified by the West simply because it's never seen the light of day outside of Japan. And it just is what it is. Whoops. 95. 95. Okay, good. These are... This and that are on the same layer. That's what I wanted. But yeah, like there's so much out there you can't possibly know about. It's just... It is what it is. I don't know. Probably the whole veteran 2B2T community watches anime. Not all of them. Some of them really hated anime. I remember... Polly the Parrot was not a fan of anime. He may have changed his tune since then, but back then he was an edgy high schooler, and it was edgy to not like anime. I don't know why. But hey, whatever, to each their own. I don't really give a shit. Oh look, I'm cheating. I'm standing on thin air. Woo! It's totally, you know... Not stone, that's hidden because of a bug in Minecraft. Oh well. Just curious, what level am I at with JLPT? I've never taken the JLPT, so I don't actually know. I'm probably 3 or 4, maybe 2. I couldn't tell you. That's a guess. Oh well. Anyway, and later we started to see more mature cartoons like The Simpsons, Beavis and Butthead, Family Guy. Yes. That was... Oh, it was such a... It was a renaissance. It really was. I feel so bad for all the people who just sort of thought of cartoons as children's... Like, it's purely a medium for children's entertainment. It can be so much more than that. Okay, so we got another 11 sets of 2. So that's 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then this should be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh shit. So now I gotta count from here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So no, this should be like that. Because it's 1, and then it's the next set of 2s. And if it's following the opposite side, which I have no reason to think it isn't, it's 9 sets of 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1. Okay, cool. That works. Almost to the halfway point. Almost there. 10. Okay. 10 sets of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I have enough stone. I don't know. We may have to mine up a little bit more to get it to finish, but close enough. Sorry, dumb futurist question. What do I think of Japan's geopolitical role in the future? I have no fucking clue. I have genuinely no clue what they're going to do. Jack, sorry if you missed it. Can you know what proficiency level based on JLPT standards? Again, I don't know, Edmund. I'm guessing 3? I couldn't tell you. Later on, you saw your dad watched Haikyuu with you. Really? Well, good for him. We have Tepegol's like giant, but he has one eye. Oh, no, no, no. These are not one-eyed giants. They're like humanoid giants. They look like normal people, but they're like 20 feet tall. That sort of thing. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. Just making sure I kept track properly. Okay, so the next is probably what, 9? 9 sets of 2? Yeah, 9 sets of 2, I guessed it. Okay, so that's 1, 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then this is the one that punctuates it off. And then we have another 10 sets of 2 that carries us all the way to that middle point. So 1, I guess just keep going by 2s until I reach it. And if I reach it, then I know I did my math right. Fuck, no. I must have miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this should be... So it's only 2 blocks off. Maybe I miscounted when I was starting over there and bridging off the center. Maybe. Oh well, we'll just assume that's where it did, because it's such a tiny amount. It would be very hard to adequately troubleshoot where I went wrong. But for small bits like that, I don't think that's going to come up, being 2 blocks off. I think it's going to end up matching just fine. He is tall to man, but has 1 eye. I know what a giant is. Okay, good. Well, what you described, Kyojin, is a cyclops. 8 smithing. 10 foot. The giants in Shingeki no Kyojin are like 15 feet tall, something like that. They're like 4 and 5 meters tall. They also vary widely. Okay, now I know I dropped another block of stone somewhere. I had to mine it. Where did that go? Kept growing after he died. Well... Interesting. Favorite Monogatari arc? Ooh, Nadeko Snake. Or no, not Nadeko Snake. It's Nadeko Goddess? It's the one where Kaiki ends up taking on the job to fool Nadeko. I forget what it's called. And he, like, just so masterfully one-ups her. It's amazing. I love that arc. Okay, and so on the opposite side, I've probably got the same type of setup, I think. So it should be 10. Yeah, 10. 9. 10. 10, 9, 10. 9. So 10, 9, 10, 9. I'm going to write this down. Oh crap, where was I? Okay. And then 11. So that's the pattern that it goes in. It's a fairly easy pattern to remember. So 10 sets of 2. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even though you can't see it, I know it's there. Aha. I hate that bug so much. Okay, let me mark my progress. What the fuck? I was tabbed out, you little bastards. I'm so glad I heard that hit. Koi Monogatari, that was it. Thank you. Thank you, Brands. Ever played on Jet's custom Minecraft server? No, I have not. I don't think I want to, honestly. JTE. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's let Dallas sleep on me. Aww, little kitty. Jack, I think it would be interesting if I managed to integrate the big Titan with the Citadel. No, I'm good. I will be doing no such thing. This is a an alien construct that has erupted from the ground and is, you know, swallowing and monopolizing nature for its own greedy ends, something like that. Hey, MS Fire, how are you? Love from India. Well, welcome. Burn. Damn phantoms, I hate them. Man, I was tabbed out trying to update my position and, like, keep track of where I was, and, like, this fucking wild mob spawning nearly killed me. Because it knocked me off this ledge while I was in MS Paint. Like, wow. Anyway. Yeah, it scared me too. You build farm equipment. Ah, interesting. Oh, hey Jack, you're currently trying to build a replica of the original Space Valkyrie on Hypixel. It's going pretty well. I wish you could build Space Valk 3, but it's just way too big. Oh yeah, it's over 1 kilometer large. How big of an area does Hypixel Skyblock let you build in? Good luck, by the way. You're gonna need it. What's Pop Bob's voice like? I don't remember. It's been too long since I heard it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can give you like very vague approximations, but I don't remember what it was. I didn't hear it that much is the thing. So the next is the set of 10. Termina, dang, you'll need lots of currency. Yeah, to get all the materials, yep. What does VC mean, if you don't mind asking? VC? That's voice chat, right? It would be cool if I built that one Dark Mount tower that you posted back in Inspirations. Maybe, but I've had this idea for a while, so I wanted to make this first before going to something else. How far out was Space Valk 3? It was a good 112 kilometers, I want to say. We flew out a ways. Because back then you could fly with Elytra very fast and very far. Max build size is 241 by 241. So you're able to build the original and maybe 2 afterward. You expected a voice deeper than fits? No, it is not. It's actually kind of high-pitched, if memory serves. I forget who mentioned before, but either Tristan or Jared do mention that Pop Bob has a higher-pitched voice. Yeah. Pop Bob is American. He's from New York, if the rumors are true. I couldn't tell you anymore for sure, but yeah. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got to go to 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so right here is that. So the next is a set of 9 again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. And then this is where it curves 120 degrees and goes... Or no, sorry. My bad. The next is a set of 11. So this is the next branch of it. And then after 11, then it curves 120 degrees and goes that direction. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then it goes this way. And it's 127 blocks long. Which is about this long. Papa probably just works some jobs. Who knows. His voice doesn't need to be deep. He's still a chat. I don't know about that. Seems like an annoying Northwestern like Portland or Seattle dweller. He's not Northwestern, he's Northeastern. Completely different section of the country. I don't think Pop Bob did an interview. He never did it with Ender Pickles or Anarchy Podcast. Were I inspired by Star Wars while making Space Valkyria? A little bit, actually. But only afterward I was going to do some stuff. Because I'd watched all of the Star Wars special editions, or like the... Oh, fuck. How did that happen? Aha! Skeleton trap. Ow. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting your horses, too, you stupid... Skeletons. Hate skeletons. Honestly, I think skeletons are the worst mob. They're definitely the most annoying. Anyway, doubt anyone's gonna hear from the real Pop-Up as Persona 2 today ever. First hat, yeah, there's probably a lot to him that we don't know, but that he can't afford to expose. So who knows? Now then. Okay, so that's not another part of the trap. You can make a little X-Wing too. Nah, I'm not gonna. Pop Bob would not say true things. You were exactly right, Riolani. Or Valentin, sorry. Saw a video that I snipped you and Pop Bob conversation with Pop Bob is being killed. It's super hilarious. Oh yeah, when the day we killed Pop Bob, that was funny. I can't believe that happened. Like, we got so lucky with that. We had like no reason to win. Like, that should have just gone terribly wrong, but we still somehow managed to win out. It was amazing. Okay. Now we're trying to join up with that. Okay. So it's 11. So it's this pattern but reversed. So it's 11. So we'll do 11 first. So this is 11 sets of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. 9, 10, 11, and then it's punctuated by a block of 1. And then the next one should be a set of 9. So yeah, 9 is next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And again, punctuated by a singular block 1 afterward. And then the next one is 10. Why are those skeleton horses eating grass? That's just part of their animation. They don't have a stomach. Yeah, I know. It just is what it is, you know. Mojang programmed the horse behavior the way that they did, and the models just all behave according to that programming. Okay, good. I have more than enough stone. Yeah, these audio chops are nice. They blend in well. Well, good. I'm glad you like it. Face reveal. Better than carpet grippers reveal. What? Okay. This song does go hard, yeah. In fact, you impersonated him by making an account called Chris Slayton. Who did? Who is the king of 2B2T for me? Oh, yeah, that would be Pyrobite. Sorry, just getting caught up on chat real quick. Hold on. What's the theme of the build? It's sort of like the Citadel from Half-Life 2 meets it's going to have some sort of aperture science style, you know, internal architecture and internal decoration, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Perfect. Ooh, this just barely cuts through, and it may end up mattering that this is so close to the ground. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, the next is a set of 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Damn it. Made me lose count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 6. And then 7, 8, and 9. I love this song. It's so calming. And then the last is a set of 10. All right. So that should meet up with there. We'll see. If my math was correct and that I did everything as I should have. So it actually shouldn't matter. I shouldn't need to count. It should all just line up. Oh, wait, what? Oh, well, I guess not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is 10, technically, if I do it this way. Huh. Well, whatever. Good enough. It doesn't have to meet like that. I think this will be fine. Ah, precious gunpowder. Okay, that got it. I gotta get more gunpowder now for rockets. Rocketismo. Shit. Oh good, it didn't ruin my precious ring. Or my precious... Actually, this isn't a ring, my hexagon. Whatever. Let's look at it from above, shall we? This is the tallest height I have in the base. Wow. This is probably the most unobscured view. Okay. Well, unfortunately, the floor is literally out of render distance. Let's fix that. Remember the Thunder hack? That was fun tracking down plebs. Yeah, I guess. I never got much use out of the Thunder hack, but whatever. Why not Chris Layton? Because Pyro was cooler. Pyro did more stuff. Pyro was more interesting. Pyro impacted the server in more profound ways. Chris Layton just spammed and then got harassed off the server. Like, who gives a shit? Chris Layton was before my time. I never based with him. I got to talk to him maybe once. That was it. Like, he didn't exactly blow me away with how interesting he was. So, I don't know. But at any rate, yeah, I'm thinking this'll do. Are you late, Sam? Yeah, you're a bit late. You were just a tad bit 2000 and late. But that's okay, I'll forgive you. Okay, man, chill. Pyro is the best. Yeah, you know it, Kyojin. You better say it with your whole heart. You better shout it from the rooftops. Pyrobite is king of 2B2T. Okay. Wow. Jack, can you read my latest big message? What is your latest big message? You talked to him once, you were convincing him to say Pyro's king. Yeah, I did. Wonder what Pyrobite is doing now. Same here. I've often wondered that myself. Okay. I'm just using this stone as a sort of, I don't know, like a, just to sort of show what it will look like now that it'll go all the way up to the build height. Because this hexagon shape is going to be what the rest of the tower ends up being like. Seriously deserve more recognition. My builds are crazy. Well, thank you, High Exterior. A while ago I said that Judge Holden was among some of the players I would never talk down upon. Oh yeah, Judge? Yeah, because he made the comic. He was like a really laid-back, cool dude. He basically just... he was always a bro, you know? People like that I can't help but respect. He never griefed anywhere that I can remember. He was widely beloved by everybody. Like, you have to like people like that. Because if not, then what? You like people like Jared? Pop Bob? Tristan? Like, do you like the boring kinds of people who don't do anything and who stay quiet for hours and days on end? Like, I don't know. Could be a software engineer. That's probably true, yeah. I wonder what he went into, yeah. I don't even know what he was studying in college. No response from Pyro, you're guessing? No, no response. He hadn't talked to me in ages. I went to his Steam, to the old Skype group that we used to be part of. He would occasionally talk in that way back in 2014. And yeah, that was it. Was Chris Layton his actual name? Yeah, it was. Chris Layton was his full name. Super easy to dox. There we go. Just like the most boneheaded thing you could do is use your full real name as a Minecraft email account, something like that. Like, you never fucking do that. Such a stupid idea. But hey, some people have to learn that lesson the hard way. When Pyro played GBGT, how old was he? I have no idea, honestly. I heard he was like 19 when he quit, and that was in 2016-ish, so I don't know. He's early to mid-20s by now. I really couldn't tell you, because he was never that forthcoming with personal details, and I don't blame him. But that's just how it is, you know. Some people are more enigmatic, and that's just how it is. Have I ever gotten doxxed on 2B2T? No, I have not. Who is the oldest of the old 2B2T crew? Oldest of the newer people would be Crowbar. It would be a toss-up between XCC2, IMBJR. I think IMBJR. Yeah, IMBJR had to be the oldest. I think Ian was in his 60s, and XCC2 was in his late 50s or something like that. I'm pretty sure IMBJR won out. I'm struggling to think of anyone who admitted that they were older than that. There may have been older people, but I couldn't tell you if they said they were older than that, mid to late 60s, which is, I believe, how old IMBJR is today. I couldn't tell you. Yes, XCC2 is another one I would never talk bad about, right, because he was a bro. You can't talk bad about your people who are just straight up awesome, you know? Too bad you couldn't see them active. Yeah, I know. It's how it is. Uh-oh. Ooh, that hurt. My nose is burning now. Okay, I'm gonna get an inventory of stone and pillar up these last few areas. I thought about making most of this out of stone brick, but I was like, you know, that's too easy. Stone brick is just so pathetic. Like, old school Space Valk had to be stone brick because that was about the most abundant material you were ever going to get your hands on. I didn't yet know the imps were back. And so by that time I'd already chosen stone brick, and I was like, well, this is still a decent material. So, you know, I use that. But now I don't want to use stone brick. I want to go for something a little less medieval, rustic, and a little more advanced, futuristic, I guess. That's basically it. So yeah. XCC2 Judge Holden Offtopia. Pyro. Zarviar, Exalted Spartans. Parthicus. Alpha Computer, obviously. I could never talk bad about any of them. They were all wonderful people. Awesome guys. Snacky North, that's another really good guy I could never talk bad about. Talking about the legends? Yeah, something like that. More like reminiscing. You know, a lot of you all were not there back then. You didn't get to see how people interacted. You didn't get to understand player relationships, who thought about who and what they thought about them. You guys, you know, the past is a giant mystery to you. And I don't blame you. That's human nature. There we go. It's human nature to wonder about why things were the way they were. And it's not every day you get to pick the brain of someone who was genuinely there. And that's fine. I get that. I can respect that. I also did this with XCC2 way back in the day. I would ask him about things that had happened in 2011, 2012 where I wasn't yet aware of or a part of 2B2T as a whole. So yeah, there's lots of things, you know, you're just gonna not know about unless you get to ask the right person or something. It's just how it is. Hey, love the stream. Welcome, watcher. Am I echoing or is it some other thing? I heard something resonating with my voice. It sounded tinny. I didn't like it. He says he plays about an hour every day, and a couple months ago, the last time he played online was his main. Okay. Who, XCC2? Bitch. How dare you? I was reading the chat. Dare walk up to me and try to detonate yourself. The disrespect. Anyway, don't trash talk stone brick. It used to be, yeah, I know, but like, for this build, I don't want to use stone brick because it's not futuristic looking. It's very, you know, it's got that rustic architecture look to it, and that's fine, but that doesn't fit the futurism vibe that I'm trying to go for, is basically what I'm saying. It just doesn't work here, so I don't want to use it here. But that's okay, I'll use it for other things. I'll go back to old faithful stone brick. You gotta understand, I played since well before stone brick was a thing, and the moment stone brick came out, I started using it in everything. So much of my house at the Lands, even before the Sky Temple of Autism, was made of stone brick. Because it was just a very durable, very useful, easily obtained, very plentiful material, and it looked good. And I was just like, yeah, stone brick is the bomb. But like, I got tired of using it at a certain point, you know? You're gonna get tired of using your favorite block eventually. And that's how I feel about quartz right now, too. I don't want to use quartz. I've done enough with quartz, for now. I get to see quartz blocks literally every Space Falcon building stream. Like, you know, at some point, enough's enough. Does my Minecraft skin have drip? Sure. As though it's possible to have such a thing, sure. Wasn't Snacky North the one who gave X0 Chris Layton's phone number? No. Remember, he used his real name. You can find out your phone number if you know someone's real name online. There are tons and tons of Google and other databases that have that info just there. Is Jacktherippa's Minecraft skin bussin'? I don't know, I guess. Iron block would be a good alternate option. Yeah, it would be. But the problem with iron is that it has no stair or slab variant. And so I would have to use it very sparingly, but I might consider it. I don't know. I haven't ruled out iron because I've got a good iron farm now that's pumping out iron like mad. So maybe later. I don't know. No, Snacky did not leak the coords to anything. Funny enough, the chords to Aureus was what was leaked, but it was leaked by Keynes on accident. Although that's a completely different story. Oh, hey, Poncho Hamster, what did you miss? You missed everything. You missed the meaning to life. This may be an unanswerable question, but what fictional character do I think has the most evil-sounding voice? Fuck if I know, man. There are lots of good voice actors out there that can do that. Can I shout out you? Not with that name, I won't. People just looked on white pages or something and found the info? I mean, I guess. I don't know what they use, but whatever was available back then wouldn't have been hard to find and use. Where is my house in Minecraft and what am I building? You forget? Well, my house is up there. That little bed over there where I sleep. That's the supply platform. I plan on turning that into a large item sorting room eventually. What am I building? I'm building a giant fucking tower. Why though? You judging my name? Yes, I am judging the fuck out of your name, Techno something. My eyes went cross trying to read your name. It's so offensive. No alpha today. Sorry, Poncho. Supply platform equal house for now. I mean, really, like in all seriousness, person asking to be shouted out, you should be ashamed of yourself. You really genuinely should be. So Snacky North has just been given a bad rep. No shit. Snacky was a cool guy. He kind of got thrown under the bus by Fit. UFW SpongeBob? What? No. Oh, fuck with. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I used to watch SpongeBob back in the day. I can remember when the first few episodes aired. That was ages ago now. Man, SpongeBob, that brings me back. I haven't watched a SpongeBob episode in well over 15 years now. Fuck with meaning, have you participated in or enjoyed, or are you a user of something? Yeah, I fuck with SpongeBob. I used to watch SpongeBob years ago, but I haven't watched an episode in ages. My favorite GameCube game, for the longest time, my favorite GameCube game was Mario Sunshine. And then, like, I developed and grew an appreciation for that SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom game. That was a pretty good game. Good you're not missing out much on, yeah. Welcome, Shapster. Where have you been? Gonna fry you some chicken nuggies and watch the stream. Okay. Mario Sunshine was pretty damn good, yeah. I'm not gonna say the B word because I'm not a fucking zoomer, but it was pretty good. The only problem I had with Mario Sunshine was the water packless shine sprites. Those were abysmally hard. Like, mercilessly difficult. Like, to a degree that it was unreal. In the story about the girl who was playing 2B2T and the guy showed up at her house and took a pic, and the girl left 2B2T? I have no idea who you're referring to, Valentin. Yeah, I'm not going to say that word. Shame on me. No, shame on you, you zoomer. Garbage. Only zoomers use that word. I'm not a filthy zoomer. Casual. I've been playing Minecraft since you were in literal elementary school. The sad part is I was playing Minecraft when some people who know about Minecraft and 2B2T now, I was playing Minecraft when they were in their mother's wombs. No joke. They were unborn fetuses, and I was playing Minecraft. Like, I genuinely cannot believe that when I stop and think back on... It's been 12 years. 12 long years. That is probably the most awful username you've seen in TF. Is the right one? Okay. Wait, that's actually true, Lamal. Jack was playing when you were in kindergarten, and now you're going to college. God damn, Poncho Hamster. Oh. I mean, I know you can't help it. It's not your fault, but, like, geez, dude. Can you just, like, put 10 years on yourself just like that? You seriously can't believe 2014 was 8 years ago. Oh, I know. That is some wild shit. I tell you what. I can't believe that was 14 years ago, or 8 years ago either. I can't believe 2020 was 100 years ago. No, I'm just kidding. Who's been playing here the longest after Jack? You got Minecraft in Christmas 2011. Jeez. I keep forgetting you've been here a long time too. Really does feel like an hour ago. I know. If you're old, then just stop getting old. Oh, if only it was that easy, High Exterior. If only it was that easy. Why don't poor people just buy more money? Why don't vegans just stop? Well, no, that's probably too on the nose. What's another really good one? Why don't orphans just get parents, you know? Skincare would be a start. Skincare in the gym. Yeah, I go out, I exercise, I take care of myself. Yeah, why don't we just print more money, right? But, sadly, no matter how well you take care of yourself, entropy will do what entropy will do. I really, really, truly wish that, you could press the pause button on aging and stuff like that, but we all have our burdens to bear. But that's okay. One day, you, dear Zoomer, will be 30 years old, and you will wonder in sheer astonishment at the gall and stupidity of those who have come after you. And you'll be like, how could you? How dare you Generation Alpha teens and 20-somethings use your leet speak and your internet memes to shame and harass those of us who are older than you. How could you? How dare you? How dare you? And yet one day, that will be life. To quote Abe Simpson, I used to know what it was. I used to be with it. And then they changed what it was. And now what's it is weird and scary to me. And it'll happen to you. And yes, that is indeed the fate that everybody eventually succumbs to. And honestly, you should be happy. Because the alternative is to die young. And I would rather not die young. I would rather have a long, rich life. Okay. So here we are in the hexagon. This man just landed on a bamboo like a champ. Why can't you? Can't touch this. Doom doo doo doom boom doom. Who remembers that song? Can't touch this. Doom doo doo doom. MC Hammer literally ripped off what was his name? Rick James's Super Freak bass line. He just literally stole it and nobody cared. Oh well. Anyway, so this is all that we've got. This is all that I've built. Now, I don't plan on making it a flat hexagon, you know, like with walls that go all the way up like that. I plan on etching some designs and, like, making some of the levels a little more dynamic looking. But more or less, this is what it's gonna... This is the skeleton of it. You know, the bare bones. It's gonna be fucking amazing. And you're all gonna be there. All of you. All of you. So yeah, I will catch you all tomorrow for a little more building with Jack, Space Valkyria 3, and, you know, see y'all around. Bye.